Thus, in the name of the Emperor, and as the representative of the Imperial Government, I hereby proclaim that the Empire's full military might shall be gathered together from all branches and divisions to deliver unto Cosmel a swift response to their impudence and to form a bulwark against the threat from the eastern.
Go finish your speech in hell.
Well played, Armbrust.
Well, that was anticlimactic. And there's our coup de grace. Now, just have to add the finishing touches.
Hands in the air! It really was you all along. To think, all the time we spent searching for the leader of the Imperial Liberation Front, and he was right under our noses. Crow Armbrust from the Jirai SEZ.
Aw, and here I thought I'd managed to cover my tracks like a real pro. So, who put all the pieces together? I bet it was Arundel, wasn't it?
We just received confirmation a short while ago. If you hadn't been so difficult to pin down, we would have had this investigation finished up already. How could you? How could you?
You know, this really brings back the memories. It's a lot like when Jirai was annexed by the Empire 8 years ago. You let your guard down, you lose. That's how your boss's favorite little game works, isn't it? Well, he lost. And now he won't be playing any of his games again. Ever.
You! Get on the ground! I don't know how you managed to plan all of this, but you'll tell us eventually. I'll see to that.
Yeah, I don't think so.
What?
Ladies and gentlemen, we've just witnessed a shocking turn of events. Chancellor Osborne has been shot by an unknown assailant. He's currently being rushed into urgent care. We'll bring you more on the situation as it develops.
What is that? It's coming closer.
It looks like we may not be out of the woods yet, folks. A large silver craft has been sighted in the sky to the south, and it seems to be headed toward the capital. But hearing a radio broadcast just isn't the same as seeing it unfold yourselves, is it? So how about I give you Thor students a special treat? Just my way of saying thanks for the fun I had at the festival.
What?
Wait, what's she talking about? Was she speaking directly to us just now?
Resound, resound, O voice everlasting! Rend night's silent veil and reveal unto all the beautiful world!
What the?
Isn't that the plaza in Heimdall? This is one of the Azure Abyss's incantations, Phantasmagoria!
You own the bird.
of ours. It's time to avenge His Excellency. Fire! Where did it... Huh?
What are those things?
Humanoid combat armors, courtesy of Reinford's 5th Development Division, staunch supporters of the Noble Alliance. Knights for the modern age, modeled after a stunning historical example and made of hardened steel from toe to crown. We call them the Panzer Soldats.
But how did... Don't move!
Sorry, I don't take orders from you. Zephyr should be able to secure Valflame Palace just fine on their own. But I've got my own score to settle.
No! What?
Whoa!
See ya, Icy Maiden.
Man, that was a bit of a letdown, huh? I'll give him an A for effort.
But we're talking about the Imperial capital here? Is that the best they could muster on their home turf?
The hard part's still ahead. Most of the Imperial army's putting out fires across the country.
Oh yeah, these are the bodyguards for the Duke Cayenne, right?
But they'll be back soon enough now. And who knows? They might have some anti-Soldats countermeasures up their sleeves.
Hey, anything can happen. Guess the ones to watch out for are the 3rd, 4th, and 7th Armored Divisions, huh? I wonder whose side our little princess will take.
That's for Fee to decide. The boss would have wanted it that way.
What?
Splendidly done, Grianos.
Oh man, it's Clotilde of the Abyss.
I see you were able to share the sweetest notes of my aria with our little friends.
I find myself reminded afresh of the brilliance with which you shine as the 2nd Anguis.
Oh Jesus, she's an Anguis.
Lady Vida Clotilde. Vast is the stage, and beauteous the performance of the Azure Abyss.
That's quite the compliment, considering your standards on beauty. Still, first the Burl, then Crossbell, and now here in Erebonia. Don't you think you're getting a little too greedy for your own good?
Oh, your chastisement cuts deep. We'll be proceeding with the next step of the Phantasmal Blaze plan, I presume?
Oh God. It's that thing they talked about in One Door in the previous Let's Play.
Yes, indeed. The bells are tolling for Crossbell, and preparations here are complete.
God, you tell me in the fucking two cross. Yeah, I guess because they work concurrently. Just like, Jesus, that's a lot of setup. Of course, I remember the name of it. That shit sounded raw.
Still, even this grand an undertaking is but a jewel in a greater crown. The second stage of the Orpheus final plan. The symphony awaits us. Let the second movement commence.
Man, I had a feeling that she was bad from the first introduction. Mostly because everyone was like, look how great she is. She's cool. And they gave her a specific design, so I have to assume she has some shit going on.
Is this really happening?
It is. I'm certain of it. Phantasmagoria is an arcane art known to the Witch of the Abyss, capable of showing scenes and visions across great distances. The woman you know as Misty is something of a sister of mine.
Wait, the Witch of the Abyss?
Are you saying that's who Misty really is?
I feel like any moment I'm going to wake up in my bed to find I just dreamt all this.
If only it was. But we have no choice but to accept that it's real.
Well, we'll have plenty of time to worry about that later. Right now, we've got two more pressing concerns. The Chancellor's been shot, and Heimdall's been occupied.
Oh no!
I hope my father's alright.
Damn. Please, let Saint Astraea be safe.
That gargantuan airship. Those Panzer soldats. I have no doubts that they were bankrolled and manufactured by the noble faction.
I saw them there. My old family. All this time I never knew what happened to them. And now there they are.
Fee.
So you know those men? I remember meeting them briefly in the Gram.
They're former members of Zephyr. Used to be one of the continent's strongest Jaeger Corps. It looks like the Noble faction hired them to do their dirty work. Just like the Imperial Liberation Front. On top of that...
It looks like our guess about C's identity was right on the money. But I don't know what that cool blue thing was he flew off in.
Crow, why did you do it?
On behalf of the Student Council, I'd like to ask all of you to remain calm. I'm sure you all experienced that strange vision during the broadcast, and the principal has an announcement he'd like to make about it.
Good afternoon, everyone. This is Principal Van Dyke speaking. I'm sorry to say there's a strong likelihood that what you just saw is really happening in Heimdall. However, it's important to note that we don't yet have confirmation or any official word on the situation. I'm doing all I can to find out what's going on, but in the meantime, I ask for your patience and understanding.
So all the other classes saw it too.
How could she use a national radio broadcast to show something to just us and no one else? Is that even possible?
For her, it is, with little difficulty at that.
Yo, Sarah here. Who's... Neidhart? An emergency meeting. Right away? What? Of course. I'll be right there. Yeah, understood. I'll meet you in front of the main gate. All right, class. I've got to step out for a bit to take care of some business. But no matter what happens, you are not to leave this building. Is that clear?
What's going on?
I'm not sure, but it's obvious something strange is happening. Can this day even get stranger than it already is?
What's wrong, guys?
I hear something to the west, and it's getting closer.
Several armored cars are approaching, and it sounds like they have some of those armored suits with them.
You've got to be kidding.
First Heimdall, now Trista. Are they planning on taking over the academy?
Sure looks that way. Notable members from both factions have kids enrolled here, and there are plenty of important people like the principal. So either they're looking to preemptively protect their own or take the others hostage. Could be either, even both.
This is absurd.
Whatever their intentions, we can't allow them to harm innocent people.
Do you think that's where the instructors went? To try and fight them off?
Those giant armors tore through the army's tanks like they were nothing more than toys. Our instructors are strong, but with what they're up against, I'm worried they might not be enough. I'm not sure how much help we'd be or if we'll even be able to put a dent in them. But right now, they need all the support they can get. They need Class 7.
I'm with you.
You have my sword.
I didn't really wake up today planning to fight enemies that can gut a tank.
None of us did. But this battle came to us, so we'll draw the line here.
I'll do everything I can to defend this school and its students.
I take no issue with humbling those that befoul the spirit of true nobility.
Guess I'll help too.
I wonder how Lammy will match up against those giants.
We haven't got a lot of time, so let's move out.
All right, let's do this.
Elisa? Why are you all so flustered? What's going on?
Ferris? You're still here?
What in Adios' name is going on here? I saw the instructors leaving the academy through the front gate.
Oh, they already left?
Patrick, you have to stay here. You can't let them take over this building. Work with the other students as best you can.
Schwarzer?
What are they?
What in Adios' name is going on?
I heard a war started in Heimdall.
Don't worry, everyone. You'll be safe here.
We'll show you to the auditorium. You can bunker down there.
Toa, George!
Reen!
What are you doing here?
You aren't...
You're not planning on going to help the instructors, are you?
That's exactly what we're planning.
I'd bring shame to the Arcade name if I were to willingly allow such insolence and dishonor to fester.
We're not gonna push our luck, but we want to give them every little bit of support we can. You can't be serious.
If that video's anything to go by, you'd be going up against some seriously dangerous weapons. The chances of you overcoming a force like that is... well, I don't even want to say. Are you really sure this is what you want to do?
We are. This academy has given us a lot. We've made friends here, learned to better ourselves. And we'll be damned if we're going to let them just take that away.
You guys...
Oh boy. The instructors told me not to let you past if you tried to come through here.
All right. As Student Council President, I hereby grant you permission to head through. But don't forget, you're still students. This may be a military academy, but that doesn't mean you're soldiers. If you ever feel like your lives are in danger, even a little bit, you get out of there, okay? Run away. Surrender. I don't care what you do, just please don't die out there. Promise me.
Of course.
We promise.
At least make sure you've got everything you need before you go then. I've got my tools on me, so if you guys need any last-minute modifications to your Arcus units, I'll take care of it.
We actually still have more to go. That's fine, we'll have to roll with the same party as before. Let's try and get some people we didn't have in as support last time. You know, I think we can settle for this. Well. Alright, so Emma is some sort of like sorceress or some shit, because they just straight up called the other person she's apparently sister-like to or connected to a witch. That's something. This is popping off a lot more than I expected. Let's go. You fucking shot the Chancellor. I am not 100% convinced that they straight up killed Osborne. He seemed like he would have a bit more top billing, so I imagine that he is going to survive this in some way. Or he has some super counter plan no one knows about that's going to cause problems, so they can flash back to him. Because that dude screams arc villain. But that's generally the vibe I got just from seeing him show up in Trails the Third. Yeah, we're pretty much set.
May Adios be with you. And just a little speculation from me, but looking at their design, you should aim for their joints. Take them apart at their weakest points and you might have a chance.
I see. Then let's pray our aim is true.
I know I'm repeating myself at this point, but don't go doing anything crazy. You hear? Still, I know in my heart how much you want to protect this school. So do what you think you have to do. Not just for us, but so that whatever ends up happening, you'll know you gave the best you had to give.
Understood.
They sure didn't waste any time.
It seems the battle's already underway.
There, toward the west exit. Let's move.
Impossible! Are you even human?
Oh, I'm as human as they come. Can't speak for the principal, though. Or Instructor Beatrix, for that matter.
I'll say, our decorated veterans are putting the younger generation to shame.
Now, there's no need to go around flattering old ladies, Nightheart.
No need to be so modest, Beatrix. I don't know of any other old ladies who could reduce an armored car to a smoldering wreck that quickly.
Says the man who cut one in half.
Always nice to share a little outing with my wonderful colleagues.
And while we're at it, since when were the two of you such whizzes with all those high-level arts?
Especially you, Thomas. When did you leave the library long enough to become so disturbingly proficient with an orbital staff?
Well, you know me. I've always been rather taken with the mages of the Middle Ages.
They're monsters!
Sir, we don't stand a chance against them!
Ah! Stop your whining!
They did this? But,
I almost feel sorry for the soldiers.
just who is Instructor Beatrix?
She was a colonel in the Imperial Army. They used to call her the Reviver. Heard she saved Sarah's life once even.
Yeah, she's kind of a legend. In her days with the medical corps, she'd show up in war zones to treat the critically injured. She'd patch them all up, friend or foe. And woe to anyone or anything that tried to stop her.
Wow, no wonder she's so inflammable.
You know, maybe they don't need our help after all.
No, it's not over yet.
Looks like they've got some reinforcements coming in.
Cease your fire! There's no need to increase our casualties any further. If they're fielding monsters, we might as well call in our own.
Here they come.
My, they've certainly brought quite a few of those.
They're boasting some impressive armor.
Looks like they've been designed with integrated arts resistance, too.
What to do?
You think we can really beat all these things?
Well, I don't see another way out of this. Do you? We need to hold this location until the Imperial Army's reinforcements arrive, no matter what.
Time to see if the Army's finest up-and-coming officer has it where it counts.
Same to you, Miss A-Rank Bracer.
My! You two really do make quite the dynamic duo.
Shut up, Tom.
All right. Palestine and Nightheart are taking point. Let's give them some cover.
Yes, sir.
Now, let's see which parts have that arts-resistant shield.
They certainly seem to be holding their own.
Yeah, but look how many they're up against.
And the enemy's still got strength to spare. But the instructors don't have anything to fall back on if the enemy gets the upper hand.
Let's go. They need backup, and we're here to give it to them.
Right. I'm not sure how much support we'll be able to provide, though.
At the very least, we should be able to keep one of those things busy.
If we can give them that much more of a fighting chance, I'll do it.
That won't be necessary. What? Sharon? Allow me to handle things here. I'll be sure to give Lady Sarah and her colleagues the opening they need to clinch their victory. Huh?
She's fast. I figured you'd show up sooner or later.
Oh my!
Steel wires.
These new model engines certainly are quite the step up. I'm impressed. Still, all the power in the world doesn't mean much if you're all tied up. The pleasure of being bound, vulnerable, and exposed is a thrill like no other. Would you care for a little demonstration? I'd say you won't feel a thing, but that would be lying.
So you finally dropped the act, huh? Looks like you've even picked up a few new tricks since our little dust-up 2 years ago. But I guess I wouldn't expect any less from Sharon Kruger, Ouroboros' Enforcer number 9.
What?
Or should I just call you the Severing Chains?
I'm currently on leave from that position. Right now, I'm but a humble maid in the service of the Rhineford family. And no matter who's pulling the strings, anyone who tries to harm Lady Elisa or her friends will have to get through me first.
That's fine by me. But I think you and I need to sit down and have a nice long talk after all this is over. I'll bring the snacks.
Oh, look at them go! Are you just going to stand there and let the ladies run laps around you, Major?
Of course not. I was just about to say, we should focus our assault on one and hit it with everything we've got.
Boys will be boys.
Oh my! I feel like a mere mortal walking among titans.
Okay, I think I got these guys figured out. Gonna nullify their arch-shielding capabilities.
You sure know how to show a guy a good time. You got some real fight in you. I can respect that. Still, there's only so much you can do against these soldats. Let's see how long you can hold out, shall we? You're a military academy. Let's see how much fight you've really got in you.
So, Elisa, just who the heck is Sharon?
Don't ask me. I want to know just as much as the rest of you. I'm pretty sure my mother knows her background, but she never told me.
Still, now they may have at least a chance of victory. Though not a great one by any stretch.
Still, we've seen those suits demolish battle tanks in just a few hits. Every second we hesitate.
You're right. If we join the fight, their chances would be that much better.
That sound.
It's faint, but I can hear it.
No way.
But that's coming from the opposite direction of the capital.
Lemmy! We've got 2 of those armors coming in fast! A blue one and a green one!
Well, they certainly don't seem to be holding back on our account.
Are they trying to catch the town in a pincer attack? The instructors and Sharon have their work cut out for them with those 5.
Looks like we're the first and only line of defense then.
Yeah. Get ready, everyone!
Trista's east exit in sight now. No hostiles visible.
I hear they've rounded up quite the posse to defend this little town. But I'm sure they've got their hands full dealing with Vulcan. Never mind that, though. We're not here for the town. C's instructions were to head straight for the academy and take all of the students captive.
Roger that, Comrade. We've got a group of unknowns dead ahead.
My, what have we here? And here I thought Vulcan would get all the fun to himself. But you didn't let me down, did you, Class 7? You managed to turn up every single time.
Commencing operation. Our objective is to defend Trista's east exit. Aim for the one in the front and give it everything you've got.
How cute. You seriously think you can beat a Soldot's unit, do you? It just wouldn't be sporting of us to attack at the same time, so why don't you soften them up a little first?
Roger that. With pleasure. You've interfered with our cause for far too long. It's time you got what's coming to you. Let's see how long you last against this dragon.
Here they come! Be careful, everyone!
Well, here we go. Yeah, might as well just get everyone strong. Get them all trumped and primed.
It's my turn!
Magic attacks. I think a shield, physical shield would work. Yeah, definitely.
Now. Right.
You use Seraphic Wing
Of course.
to give us the regen. All of those aren't really needed. Though a defensive debuff would work.
Shatter!
Nope, won't work. Burst me up. Alright. Now we have the safety net that I need.
Here we go. Here we go.
You're not so tough. Haha.
Too slow.
Okay.
Gives us that nice little counter.
Azure Flames.
Hit him again.
Gather on my blade. Strike.
It's my turn.
Let's link you guys up.
Arcus, activate.
You guys are on the front line, so let's get your shields back up. And from there, we're gonna get you to get your EP back.
Now.
Keep everyone protected.
Full
My turn.
It's my turn.
Next up, how about Clyome Solarion again?
Arcus, activate. It's my turn.
My turn. Arcus.
Yeah, another art should work. Once again, you miss.
Of course. Hey! Now!
I'll help.
Behold the might
Waltz
of the
time.
Arcane School! Radiant Blade Dance!
We're almost halfway there. This'll help.
It's my turn. Analyzing the enemy's vitals.
This'll help.
All complete.
Level 65. Mobile and strong, revolutionizes warfare. It's got a wagon, though.
My turn.
Impressive. Show him the hydro cannon. And also your big hand. This will heal you up a little bit.
Go.
Just a smidge, though. All right, let's support our friends here.
Thanks. Right. Arcus, activate.
Yeah, it's about time we reapply that.
Fool!
Okay.
Let's get ourselves another shield. We will place it here.
Huh?
I was gonna have Laura move into it, but she actually can't reach
Thank you
it.
very much.
Her turn, she has too much delay. Wait. Could doing something like this help you? No, not really. Fine, we'll just have to settle for hopefully her not screwing anything up.
My turn.
Well, now you're in range of it. Go and hit it.
Right.
Sick. 1 damage. Pretty good. Could burn it. Ah, that'll work.
I've got you. It's my turn.
Just 1 shield, I don't see a big benefit.
Arcus, activate.
Let's put up a crescent mirror, though.
Of course.
Yeah, we're gonna want a cure on this.
I can do this.
Everyone's got regen up, so what else can I do? Yeah, you're on a recovery type of thing. Get your points back up.
Now.
Who knows if this thing has a beam of some sort?
Here we go. Oh no, you don't.
Right.
Yeah, that gouge causing darkness is a little wacky.
Right.
Yeah, give my man an eye drop.
Huh?
Thanks.
Yeah.
Reposition.
Here we go.
Back up.
You okay?
Thanks.
That helps.
Right.
Yeah.
All right, back to making you totally stoppable.
Go.
Right. Fire. Now.
And we're back to being perfectly shielded. Even if you spin around it, you won't do shit.
Oh, no, you don't. Here we go.
It's my turn. It's my turn.
Do it again, it looks cool.
Now.
Go.
I'm just gonna have you build CP.
Too slow.
Nice.
Go.
How many capsules do I have? One more. I'll hold it for now.
Now's our chance.
I've got you. Okay. Arcus, activate.
Right.
Too slow.
Bet you thought, look at all these things.
Yeah.
Slowly running out. She's the only one who got that card.
I can do this.
Please provide our friend over there with a big boost.
Thanks. Azure Blaze.
All right, about 10,000 left.
Okay. Arcus, activate. Now.
Oh, no, you don't.
Holding it together.
Arcus, activate.
Of course.
My turn. Go.
I've got you. Yeah. Yeah. Huh? This is my secret weapon. Charging orbital energy. Judgment arrow.
Oh, we're almost there.
Go.
And that's it.
Damn it! How could I have lost to a bunch of kids? They're only students.
We did it.
Looks like George was right about aiming for the joints.
I should have expected that C's classmates wouldn't go down easy.
I recognize that grating voice.
Scarlet, you're in there, aren't you?
Oh, did you miss me? I'm sorry we didn't get a chance to play with mine. But I hope you haven't forgotten that I owe you for getting in my way at Corellia Fortress. You managed to be one Soldats, but once is just luck. Let's see how you fare against a Spiegel.
That one's not like the others. It must be a command unit.
So it has weapons the regular suits don't?
Oh, believe me, you'll find out. Sadly, I doubt you'll survive the demonstration. But at least try to put up some token resistance.
Here they come! Be careful,
We got
everyone.
trouble.
My turn.
No break either. Yeah, get her back to full.
Thank you very much. Yeah. Arcus, activate.
How about this?
Reactive armor.
Not here.
Little concerned about what that actually does.
Let's go. Now.
You have my thanks. My turn.
Okay, that's a little better. Make you big and strong.
My turn. All right, let's do this.
Understood. Huh? Right.
All right, now that that's all set up,
Huh? Thank you very much.
yeah, we need you helping out as much as we can.
My turn.
That reactive armor. Yeah, you can block shit.
Arcus, activate.
Now.
Huh.
It's my turn.
Well, we need to start breaking shit down. That holds. Oh, shit. That's a problem.
Hi.
My turn.
You kidding me? God damn it. Fine, I'll put up another shield. Whoa! We are meant to survive this fight.
No.
They're like, okay, I see you, bitch, with your auto life. I'm gonna hit you a couple more times. Everyone who's played this before, seen how this ends, goes, huh, he's trying and it doesn't matter. What an idiot.
That's cheating!
And this, children, is what we call reactive armor. Think of it as a protective field that the pilot can activate at will. They originally designed it to defend against tank assault, but as you can see, that's not its only use.
The 5th Division really outdid itself this time. Reen?
Hey, what are you...
It's about time our hair turned white. I should have assumed the game wasn't over yet, because I've yet to use this during a fight.
It's the same as when he fought the Viscount.
No, don't! Don't do it, Reen!
So this must be that power of yours that C mentioned. I wonder if it'll really give you the strength to take down this Spiegel.
If I go full force, it'll probably cost me my life. But if that's what it takes to keep them all safe, then that's the price I'll pay.
Reen, stop!
You don't have to do this!
Dost thou desire the power?
Oh, yeah, I do.
What?
If thee and I are of one accord, a covenant can be made. but to call out my name. One in whom dwells the flame, Awakener.
This voice.
It looks like all the conditions have finally been met.
Celine.
Why do you talk?
You can talk?
Yes, quite eloquently too. But that's not important right now. Right now, you need to stay focused. You should know his name already. You saw it deep within the realm of the Great Shadow.
She's right. I remember the name. It feels so familiar. Like I've always known.
Valimar.
Heed my call.
Valimar, the Ashen Knight!
Please let me play the robot. Please let me play as this robot. Can you even fit? Please jump through the roof.
What's happening to him?
He just stopped moving.
Celine, what's going on?
Shh, let him concentrate. What? Did Celine just...
The cat is talking!
What's he doing with that fancy light show? Well, whatever. It's not going to save their skins this time. Playtime's over, brats. Unless you have a death wish, I suggest you get the hell out. What was that? Is the provincial army bombarding the town? Wait! No! Shit! Is that what C was talking about?
What the?
Here it comes.
Reen, how did you... Is this one of the great knights from the ancient legends?
So the tales are true.
You see before you one of the divine knights, incarnations of the great power, the Ashen Knight, Valimar.
Damn it! This wasn't in the plans. It shouldn't have been able to move yet.
Oh, Jesus. Got a cool, like, hexagonal grid.
am I even doing this? It's like my body just knows.
The moment you accepted the Awakener's Covenant, all the fundamental knowledge was granted to you. But you've got a more pressing issue to deal with right now. And this Divine Knight doesn't have a weapon yet either.
You're mine!
It evaded that attack like a trained duelist.
Like Reen would.
Alright, I think I figured out the basics.
Reen!
Is he inside that thing making it move? That's awesome!
I recognize that stance. The 8 leaves 1 blade style's unarmed form.
You're just full of surprises, aren't you?
Huh. Looks like you might be able to handle this after all.
The 8 Leaves 1 Blade School has a form we use if we're disarmed or have to fight without a weapon. And believe me, Master Ka-Fi drilled it into me so thoroughly I could do it in my sleep.
Sounds like you owe him a thank you next time you see him. Watch out! Here she comes!
Let's see what we can do!
Oh, is it a real... Oh my god! Oh my god! I forgive you for the shitty side quest for the moment. You can target 3 areas, head, body, and arms. Striking the foe's weak point will unbalance it and will give you a bravery point. When you have 3, you can do a rush attack. Which of the 3 areas they're weak to varies depending on stance. Okay, so it's rock, paper, scissors. Alright. In that stance, what would they be weak in? The arm? No.
How about this?
During that stance. The legs. No.
Hope you like pain.
Is this the same stance as before? Legs. Yes!
How about this?
Alright, this again. We tried that. How about we try the head? Yes! Haha! Got your number.
Aren't you feisty? We'll see how long that lasts.
Still in that stance from before. Head it is.
Hope you like pain.
Something weird about the HUD there is that the numbers on my character thing are pretty grainy. Weird. I guess they use like lower resolution stuff for some of these because they don't use this mode often. That's interesting. Regardless, we know that they're weak in the head there. And you hit it in the crotch during this stance. Rush!
You're in for it now.
A new stance. Consume 500 to heal. I don't need a heal here. Morning Moon. Halves damage. Focuses energy, increasing physical capabilities. But you're gonna go next turn. Well, we know when to hit the head. We know when to hit that. So that means arms. Alright, during this stance, head. Right? Isn't it head here? No, it's torso, legs.
This can't be happening.
You're done.
finished my Templar sword in time, I'd be the one still standing.
This battle is over. There's no reason to keep fighting.
You know, if she had a better sword, we'd be done as a robot that has no weapon.
Now get out of Trista and take the squad by the west exit with you.
Reen.
Yeah! Beat it and don't come back!
All right. This should be all the backup they need at the west exit and then some.
Damn.
Whoa, whoa, hold up just a sec. Aren't you forgetting something?
Oh my god, we're about to have a cool rival fight thing.
That voice.
Something's coming.
Whoa. A blue knight?
Then Valimar wasn't the only divine knight that was awoken.
See? Am I ever glad to see you?
The Azure Knight? So he was an awakener all along. I'll bet she's the one who guided him to it too.
Crow. Crow! Are you really in there?
God, I can't handle that. I told you these awakeners are just new types.
Sure am. Long time no see, Reen. Oh well, not too long, I guess, seeing as we just had dinner together last night. But that all feels strangely distant now, you know? Another lifetime almost.
Why? Why are you doing this? Are you really the one who shot the Chancellor? And where did you even get that thing?
It's thanks to the Imperial Liberation Front's planning that I wound up at the Academy in the first place. It was a nice spot to bide my time while we waited for our chance to take out the Chancellor. Gotta say, though, the whole school thing was a lot more fun than I expected. Almost makes me sad to leave it behind. But at the end of the day, I'm C. That's the real deal. The Crow Armbrust you've known all this time, he isn't real. He never was.
Like hell he isn't! All the good times we had? Your friendship with Toa and Angelica and George? You seriously want me to believe that all of that was just a lie? That our hanging out, our field studies, even our concert meant nothing to you?
Yeah, I'm afraid so.
Oh no.
Crow, why are you doing this?
Reinford made that for the Soldats units. I know it's not the kind you're used to, but it's the best you're gonna get right now. So, what do you say we settle things once and for all?
A double saber, just like C used.
Then there's no room left for doubt. Crow really is C.
I take no joy in this, but we can't have that Ashen Knight of yours getting in the way later down the line. So I'm afraid I'm gonna have to bust it up, along with the Academy. As for you students and the staff, you'll be under our jurisdiction.
So that's the plan if you win, huh? But what about if I win?
If you win, I'll pay up the interest I owe you on that 50 Mira. Hell, we could even trade places. I'll babble on about friendship and dreams, and you can have fun for once in your life.
You've got yourself a deal. But I hope you know what you just signed up for. Because the Bank of Reen has the highest interest rate on the continent. And if we'll be trading places, don't forget you'll have a mountain of work waiting for you back at the Academy.
All the boring shit.
So one way or another, you'll be coming back with us, Crow.
You've got some real stones. I'll give you that. But sure,
I'll agree to those terms.
This is bad.
Their will to fight is causing an enormous outpouring of mana.
Alright, let's do this.
Let's see what we can do. How do we attack him during this? Well, the neutral stance on her was the body, so I'll assume it's different. Hand. Knock it out of his hand. Nice!
Here goes!
Alright, you're a little chunky. Alright, so he's in like a Gonna go ahead and not target the head because this is a similar position as the other one. Trying to assume they're all different is actually working out. Okay, back to this.
Now, here goes. Assist.
Yeah, we've seen this shit before.
Now, my sword will lead the way.
Show him what we got. Ha ha! Great, another arc slash.
Think you can handle this?
I do.
You're wasting your time. Read this.
Ooh, we're not doing too good.
Can't lose.
Okay, that works.
Assist.
Okay, no missing this time.
Think you can handle this?
An attack, chance to unbalance, can't guard or counter. Two. Okay. Shit.
Read this. Now, here goes.
Not bad.
Assist.
Alright, back to that. I think I should do some different stuff here. I'm in danger.
Can't lose. Read this.
Let's give him a good hit.
Now, here goes.
Think you can handle this?
I do.
You're wasting your time.
God, that counter is just too good.
You're wasting your time.
Assist. Read this.
Is that based on luck or what?
That's it. You're finished.
Oh, God.
Hope you're ready.
This is... Oh, man, our buffs are gone. And I get to do my big attack with it.
Darkness. That's it. You're finished.
God!
Assist. So, what you gonna do?
My health's low. This isn't good.
Bring it on.
Yeah, do that.
That all? Think you can handle this?
Yes, that's something I can. Oh God, you have another turn immediately.
Gotcha. Now.
Yes.
Hope you're ready. Leap away.
We're getting close. Do that again. Do this counter shit.
So, what you gonna do? That all? Think you can handle this? Eat this! Gotcha!
And here it is.
Now! Hope you're ready. You got me.
We got it.
He did it!
Thank goodness. That means...
This can't be happening!
You really don't do anything halfway, do you? I thought I knew what you could do with your 8 leaves training, but you're fighting on a whole nother level today.
Good thing, too. Otherwise, I'd never have stood a chance against you. Time to make good on our wager, Crow. You're coming back with us.
Oh God, he's got like a super mode.
You've been piloting a Divine Knight for 1 day. I've been using mine for 3 years. Did you think I wouldn't have a trump card to play?
Damn it!
Damn it! It's like I didn't even phase him. My head!
When a Divine Knight is damaged, the Awakener shares their pain. Just as I feared, it was too early. Or perhaps it may have been too late.
No! No, you don't!
Reen, are you all right?
Guys, what are you doing?
We are going to buy you time to get away from here.
Run, while you still have the chance.
I can't. I won't just leave you all here.
You can, and you must. Heimdall's been occupied, and it's only a matter of time before we've got a full-blown civil war in our hands.
They might have been caught off guard today, but the Imperial Army's full of elite soldiers. When the war starts, it'll be long and bloody.
But it doesn't have to be like that. You and the Ashen Knight could change things. You could find a third way, like Prince Oliver was talking about. A way that doesn't bow to either faction.
You can become the wind that changes the course of this conflict.
You guys, No, I can't! You'll never make it against him by yourselves! Just run, please!
Just look at yourself. You're in no position to be worrying about us.
Yeah, just leave it to us!
Once you've escaped, we'll go join the instructors, so don't worry. Take care of him for us, okay, Celine?
Easier said than done.
Prolonging current battle poses a risk of sustaining irreparable damage. Immediate tactical retreat is advised.
That voice. Are you Valimar?
So you've gathered enough power, have you? Well, we may have lost this battle, but at least we'll live to fight another day. All right, get us out of here. As far away in Erebonia as you can take us.
Command acknowledged. Charting course.
Wait, no! That's my call to make!
I'm sorry, Reen. I wanted to tell you everything, but it looks like I won't have the chance after all. But you accepted me, in spite of it all. that made me happier than you realize. I've watched you all this time, and this I can say for certain. You can get through this. I know you can.
Emma.
No, they need me! Let me stay!
All right, well, we're done. We have finished The Legend of Heroes Trails of Cold Steel. Overall, that sure was a ride, wasn't it? Over the course of a lot of episodes. This is the 4th Trails game that we've finished up here on the channel. We did the Trails in the Sky trilogy, and we've done the first game in the Cold Steel. I think they call it Tetralogy, whenever it's like 4. So let's talk a little bit about it. I think I really enjoyed this game, as I've mentioned throughout in all the times where I had to say that because I'm shitting on the game. Overall, it has everything I find appealing in these games and unappealing in these games. When the story moves, it's incredibly interesting. It goes really deep, has a lot of foreshadowing of a lot of events and a lot of payoffs across all of its games. The characters overall end up being a bit of a mixed bag, though I do like the cast as we got to know them, with, you know, some exceptions. Overall, I felt like that was pretty solid. The gameplay of this one is better than all of the other ones I've played so far, which should come obvious given that this is one of the later ones. I think some of the hooks that it has here are similarly strong the way the first game, Trails in the Sky, did, in which that one was more of an emotional gut punch cliffhanger. This one is more of an action-packed one, given the fact that things are definitely going to have to change in terms of, like, what's going on in the world. Which makes me really interested in how it will somehow, how the sequel will end up playing similarly to this one in terms of formatting, because all the games kind of do. So it'll be funny seeing them twist themselves into knots to get into that position. But overall, if I was to rank these games, I think Trails in the Sky the Third is still my favorite, easily. It is a nice tier above, mainly because it handled its side content with a level of finesse that I appreciate. The plot could always be moving if you wanted it to, which I appreciated. And the writing there was pretty stellar. That being said, this is probably my second favorite now, because I think it handled... If I was to order them, number 1 would be Trails the Third. The second one would... my second pick would be, of course, this game. Third would go to the first Trails in the Sky, and in dead last, or like my 4th favorite as a result, would be Trails, the second chapter, the second of those. Reason is simple. My number 2 and 3 spot are basically held by the first games in specific arcs. And I think both of them do things similarly. They're introducing you to the world and the location that you'll be spending a lot of time in, and are building up to a lot of things, and ultimately have a big payoff. And by the time you reach the end of them, you know there's a threat you're going to have to deal with. A power scale has been established, and both of them end in different ways where it's like, oh man, second game needs to hit the ground running. One of them is an emotional gut punch in the form of Trails in the Skies version, and Cold Steel is similar but not in the same way. It's more of an action sort of way, where it's like you have to go there and fight for your friends instead of I need to, you know. There are some similarities here and there. Overall, I think there are some major issues I have with the game. Overall, I think in all of these games, the status effect style of play that these games have is way too aggressive, that it kind of makes me not have fun actively when I am put into a battle in which they just present me with situations that, unless you prepared for beforehand with knowledge, and by that I mean either reading a guide or having experience before, you will lose. You will absolutely fucking lose. And I've never been in general, really the biggest fan of that. That said, all of these games have a weaken the enemies and retry function, which I appreciate. I feel like that's an okay enough exchange for the fact that sometimes they create fights and encounters that I think are brain dead stupid in terms of just, they're like, fuck you, die. there is no fun, die. The side quest stuff, I feel like, is a mixed bag. Some of them are really good when they're building out the world and they're contextualized in a decent way. but others are lazy quests that are just go pick up this cat and stuff. As it turns out, the lazy ones, the only ones of the lazy ones that I do end up liking are the destroy the monster on the highway. Like, I have no idea why I think those are fun. I guess because it's the generic fight the monster thing. Overall, I would say the weakest aspect of the game is that it presents three major arguments between three groups of characters in your class. Main character, Reen, with Elisa. That one, unjustified. It's really bad anime trite. So I had no interest in it. Did not hold up. You have the one between Machias and Jusis. I think that one holds up perfectly because it fits in with the story the game's trying to tell of nobles butting heads with commoners in a way, and that fits in with the factions that exist within the game, the things Class 7 in its creation's trying to achieve, and they give backstory to both characters to make them feel like they are layered, and I think that's a good job. And then there's the Fee and Laura one, which even when they explain it, I'm just like, nah, this isn't really justified. It's kind of really lame. The fact that they had multiple of those to try and, I guess, build friction between the class to show them grow, I think is a good idea. But if they executed it with any level of grace, maybe it would have worked out. But it only really worked out with one group. That being said, I do wish the Machias and Juices thing, while I think it was justified, could have resolved a little faster. But that's kind of my feeling on anything in a Trails game, where I'm like, this is great. We could probably have solved this a little bit faster, and I would have enjoyed myself a bit more in that regard. There are some low lows, though. Like Reen's sister, have no interest in that one, because she's incredibly annoying, has that thing that many characters and many stories do, where there's a lack of communication, tropes that I find lame, like female character says to male character, "You're so stupid because you don't think the exact same way I do." And her opening arc is absolutely fucking horrible. And even worse, the thing that tops it all, she is the this game came out in the aughts, right? Yeah, it did. All right. It's that anime trope that's come out in the last, 10, 15 years where it's like, she's a brother fucker, okay? She's one of those characters where she's like, I really want to fuck my brother. And those are bad. We're not about that life. So she sucks bad. Like, she sucks real bad. And given the fact that I said that she sucked real bad a lot, and no one has checked me on it the way they would check me on any other time I shit on a character seriously or for a bit, can only tell me that people accept that, yes, there is garbage there. There's garbage, and we try to ignore it. Overall, I think, I'd say the twists that the game throws at you aren't very good. For the most part. Like, stuff like the Blue Blanc thing kind of felt a little lame, just because it's like, that... Given the payoff of seeing the character established in earlier games, having it pop up like this kind of disappointed me a lot. The Crow twist, for me, I just figured it out way too early, and kind of felt lame as a result. The thing going on with Misty, I guess, I think that was okay. I kind of had a feeling that she would be up to something, just because of, like, oh, she doubles her life as these two things. I think they're putting a little too much effort into this side character, especially because she doesn't have a big effect on the group. And then they went through with that. All the stuff that's bringing together things they set up from the first few Trails games is great too. I did enjoy that. But yeah, overall, really enjoyed this. I would put it as my second favorite just because it's a good starting point, but it does have a lot of the issues I have with a lot of the other games. I'm hoping they improve over the next set of games. And we'll have to see. In the next couple of months, 2 to 3 months, I will be jumping into Trails of Cold Steel 2. And we will see what happens, the continuing adventures then. I'm going to try my best once it starts to have had a decent amount of episodes done, so we can have a smooth transition and a smooth ride throughout that whole game. I don't know if we will do long episodes like we did for this last chunk here for that, but I think I almost might want to, because these games are incredibly long, and I'm tired of doing one of these games and having it take a decent amount of time to jump into. That disconnected because I'm idling. Anyway, that's gonna do it. I'm looking forward to doing Cold Steel 2, and only once we're finished with that, I think we'll finally jump into those Crossbell games, since they run concurrently with these, so we can figure out what's going on with that. But that's for another time. This has been Trails of Cold Steel. Thank you for being so supportive throughout this very long series. I will see you again later this year to do the next game, and I'll see you next time for more videos like these. Consider checking out my Patreon if you're interested in helping this content. Maybe like this video and drop a comment with your general thoughts. That's gonna do it. I'll see you next time. Thanks for watching. These videos would not be possible if not for the generous support of my patrons over on Patreon. You're seeing their names go across the screen right now. But beyond them, I also want to give special shout outs to my higher tiered supporters, and I'm going to do so now. First up, we have the Wayfinder tier, which includes Azure Counselor, Dronic LX, Javier Porksword, Lofsky 3, Matthew Cassidy, Mr. I Like Bacon, Nucleon. That's my best shot, I'm sorry. And the Dungeon Master. Thank you so much to the Wayfinders, but standing even above them, the most hardcore of my supporters, the organization, includes Colleen Suarez, KC, Lady Popcorn, and WTF Spider-Man. Thank you so much to everyone who chooses to support over at patreon.com/KZXcellent. Consider supporting so that I can continue to do the things. I'm sure there's like stuff on the screen now that's like, look at this, click on that, do stuff. I'm leaving. I gotta go. I don't know how to run this show. Bye-bye.